First of all, I want to thank the military for rescuing that downed pilot. Great work, outstanding job. And to the administration and the President of the United States for staying on top of everything. My heart goes out to you. We mean here at 1799. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost you anything. Be a part of this great community. Let's get down to this for a minute. We have a major problem in this country. A very major problem. If you don't want a government that decides whether how you are to raise your children, or they decide they want to tell you how to raise it, or it's development where they decide what kind of medication or operations or anything else other than that, you need to think twice. Here's another thing. You want to decide what kind of house or car you're going to drive? No. You farmers out there, you want to be able to plant your own crops the best way you see fit and how run your company the best way you can, or have government intervention? No. And you Second Amendment people out there, you want to be able to hold on to your property? Have a government threaten you if you don't disarm? That's not a government of the people, for the people, and by the people. You have two parties out here. One that operates within the framework of the Constitution. The other one that operates outside the framework of the Constitution. And that's a problem here. They feel that they're immune. They feel they can just do what they want. They can walk out off the job when they feel like it, make a bunch of threats, stories, and lies, which is common with this party. They want to allow sanctuary states and sanctuary governments, which this Democratic platform holds on to, and decides their decisions. Again, it's wrong. When you put the illegals ahead of American citizens, there's a problem with this. Serious problem. Imagine you're an employer. You have an employee gets up and walks out the door, decides he or she will decide to come back in. The person's going to be fired. You have a Democrat Party here. Not only just walks off the job, but decides, makes lies and stories, comes back, works a little bit, and goes back out again, puts this country at threat? No. Definitely no. That doesn't work. This political party wants to defund the Border Patrol. Wants to open borders. What the hell is going on here? Then you have another issue that constantly goes on all the time. There's got to be a point where this has got to stop. Period. Now, when this political party decides we're going to tell the military not to follow lawful orders, or this president should be brought down by using whatever force, it's fully off the wall. And when the other side more supports the enemy instead of the American citizens and our military, there's another problem here. And when this party wants so much gun control, if you don't obey, we will use force? I don't think so. They want to take that Constitution down and decide what your rights are. That's bull. You don't pick and choose inalienable rights. The only solution out of this is kind of, for myself, simple. Quick, easy, and that's to dismantle the Democratic Party. Dismantle it. Because if they get full power here, if they do get back in office, use these illegals as U.S. citizens and give them the right to vote. We have millions and millions and millions of people. some with criminal background checks that have international warrants on them. But they want to take that Constitution down, strip you of your rights. We're playing with fire here. We need to put this fire out. The only way, like I said, is dismantle this Democrat Party. Every state government, every local government, around to the federal government. We can put any political party up there that'll work for the people. The Constitution gives us the power to do so. It says we the people, not we the government, not we the Democratic Party. We the people. When you have a party that sits there and talks about getting rid of this Marco, whatever his name is, Morado, whatever his name is, now Venezuela, and yet you got a president who decides to do it, and you condemn the guy for it, who's bringing drugs in your country, killing innocent men, women, and children, and gangs, illegal criminals. You put them ahead of American citizens? And yet you act like you want the enemy to win over our military. You keep bringing out false lies or false statements. Nobody wants a war. I don't want a war neither. But there's got to be a point somewhere in time we got to put our foot down, or they will bring a nuclear weapon here. When you have governments in the past giving this Iranian government here money, which is using it to put more terrorist groups out there and fund them, and along with U-235, which is enriched uranium, what the hell are you doing? You talk about disarming us, but you're arming our enemies. No. This doesn't work. Americans first. We come first. I know you love to shut down industry. I know you want to shut down the oil and the coal and natural gas and get it all out somewhere else. And preach this Green New Deal stuff that when you really sit back and you do the facts and the figures and the numbers, we don't have the ability right now at this time to make it happen. It can be done in a gradual form on a voluntary basis, but not to make threats. This party, all it does is threaten people, uses force and violence to get its way. That has not the American government we want. I know the Democrats like the way other governments run their countries, through force, threats, manipulation. That's not what we are here for. We're Americans. I know the Democrats love to use old race cards. Slap that race card down. Blame everything on white supremacy this, white supremacy that. The right this, the right that. There is no right or left. There's only up and down here. You want to continue to use the race card to divide us up further and further, put all the blame on us, when in actuality it's the opposite way around. You use people to get your way, and after you get your way, you just totally ignore them or discard them. This party is not of the people. This party has a very, very long, dangerous past. Since the days before the Civil War, after the Civil War, on up to present day, and they displayed it openly. And yet we continue to vote these people back in office so they can jack up your taxes and strip you of your constitutional rights and threaten you on top of it. And then laugh at us because, hey, you can't do nothing. But they want to take the Constitution down and pack the courts. Well, if you take the Constitution out, you don't need the courts. You could take all three branches of that government, which essentially was, we can read it right down here, legislature branch, Article 1, executive branch, Article 2, judicial branch, Article 3. People will understand, if they have this kind of power, they take all three of these branches and put it in their own pocket, there won't be a Supreme Court. The states will do whatever the political party tells them to do. So where's justice at? Death by suicide is one thing. Political suicide is worse. Because we not only hurt us in this time, but every generation after us will suffer worse and worse and worse until there's nothing they can do. We cannot allow this to happen. The Constitution of the United States gives us the power, period. And if we don't use that tool that our founders gave us, this will be our fault. There'll be nobody here to blame but ourselves and the generations that you all leave behind. Because they'll remember this in history. History does not lie. It is recorded. We're playing with a very dangerous problem here. Like I said before, we can put any party up there. No political party is immune. They may think that you cannot survive without them. On the other way around, it's the opposite. They don't want to tell you this. But without the people, there is no government. The people can put any government up there they want. As long as the free government of the people, a free government for the people, and a free government by all the people. That's what the Democrats are afraid of. They want full power. We shouldn't give it to them. Our rights belong to us. Every American, and regardless of their race, they're Americans. Democrats don't see them that way. They like to play the division because this way they can manipulate. And it's all for votes to get them in power. We hear them constantly, midterms, and presidential. Midterm, presidential. And they're going to undo everything. They're going to undo everything. They're going to do and go beyond that point. They want full disarmament, just like Canada's going through. Some states like Long Island is talking about possession of firearms can be illegal. That is not a government of the people. I leave you. I believe in this is something we need to do. We need to send a strong message. We can do this. This party needs to go. It's got a bad history to it. And it seems to get worse every time. We cannot allow this sort of party to run this country. Because eventually it'll push the other side out the door. We can put any party up there, as long as it's willing to work and help the American people and protect and defend this country. Till then, I'll leave you with this. You practice. I'm afraid to have a good day, and we'll catch you around.